Our Princess Diana has passed away for 24 years. Have you already forgotten her? Here are the 10 facts in row about Princess Diana. Before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Number 10. Ballet was one of her first loves. Diana Spencer learned ballet as a young girl in Norfolk, England, and had dreams of performing on stage with the Royal Ballet. Unfortunately, she was limited by her height because she finally reached almost 5 feet 11 inches. But even when she wed Prince Charles in 1981, her love of dance persisted. As a private dancer and through fundraising, she was renowned for her generosity in supporting the English National Ballet. In 1985, she performed a 3-minute contemporary dance piece with her friend and former Royal Ballet principal Wayne Sleep in front of a crowd that included members of the royal family at the Royal Opera House. Peter Schaufus, a well-known ballet dancer and choreographer, created Diana, the princess when Princess Diana passed away. Number 9. Lady Di wasn't Charles's first choice. Charles was quite active in the dating world in the late 1970s, spending time with women like Sabrina Guinness, an heiress to the Guinness Brewery, and Lady Jane Wellesley, daughter of the Duke of Wellington. He even made a marriage proposal to Lord Louis Mountbatten's granddaughter. She said no. Additionally, he was spending time with Diana's sister, Sarah Spencer. Camilla Shand, who had wed Andrew Parker Bowles in 1973, was one very unsuitable bachelorette he kept in the back of his mind throughout the entire ordeal. Charles sought the Queen's and Camilla's counsel for guidance because he was out of options and under pressure to get married. Diana would fit in well, they both agreed. Number 8. Nearly everyone in the world watched Diana's wedding. In 2011, 300 million people watched the royal wedding of Prince William and Kate Middleton. Think that's a lot? Hardly. A staggering 750 million people watched Diana wed the Prince of Wales in 1981, which is more than 6.5 times as many as watched the most watched Super Bowl. Check out these Princess Diana images that are hardly ever seen. Number 7. There was one vow Diana didn't make. The majority of royal brides, including Queen Elizabeth II, Princess Margaret, and Princess Anne, followed the marriage vows as outlined in the Anglican Book of Common Prayer, which dates back to 1662. These vows state that the bride must obey him and serve him, love, honor, and keep him, in sickness and in health. Not Princess Diana, though. She made the choice to delete the word obey, which her future daughters-in-law Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle also made. Number 6. Diana pulled out all the stops for her wedding. Diana was dressed in an extravagant gown of silk taffeta and antique lace, embellished with sequins, needlework, and 10,000 pearls when she made her appearance at St. Paul's Cathedral on July 29, 1981. Diana needed numerous practice sessions to get used to carrying the dress' massive 25-foot train, which barely fit inside the glass vehicle she rode to the wedding with her father. The wedding dress, which was created by David and Elizabeth Emanuel, had a lasting impact on bridal fashion. It is presently held by her sons and is on display at the Althorpe House in Northampton. Number 5. Diana was a popular cover model. Diana was featured more than 50 times on the cover of People, 8 times in Time, 7 times in Newsweek, 5 times in Vanity Fair, and at least once in Tatler, Life, Vogue, McCall's, Good Housekeeping, and other publications. Number 4. Queen Elizabeth wasn't a fan of Diana's. According to reports, Queen Elizabeth thought the 20-year-old bride to be nearly intolerable. The Queen informed the Fleet Street editors, "She's not like the rest of us. She is rather young." The Queen questioned Diana when she sought out volunteer and fundraising opportunities for those with HIV and AIDS and wondered if she couldn't become engaged with something more enjoyable. The Queen is claimed to have commented, albeit the quote's meaning is debatable, that someone must have oiled the brakes when she heard the news of Diana's passing. The last few weeks of Princess Diana's life were actually spent in this manner. Number 3. She suffered from an eating disorder. In a 1995 BBC interview, Princess Diana talked openly about her bulimia issues. She reportedly told Vogue that her low self-esteem and the trauma of her divorce from Prince Charles were factors. "I didn't like myself, and I was ashamed I couldn't handle the pressures," Diana admitted. "For many years, I struggled with bulimia, which is like a hidden illness. It's a vicious pattern that repeats itself repeatedly. It served as my means of escape." She confessed to having an eating disorder, thousands of lovers, and that she wouldn't marry the Prince of Wales, whether he were the dustman or the King of England, during their talk. That ended the matter. How then did Charles and Diana come to be acquainted? At Althorpe House, the ancestral home of the Spencer family, where the late Princess Diana is now interred, Lady Sarah introduced Charles to her younger sister. Charles was on a pheasant hunt at the time of their first encounter, and Sarah later admitted in an interview with The Guardian. Number 2. Her sister dated Prince Charles first. Fans of the popular Netflix series The Crown may be curious as to how much of the show is based on fact, especially because some of the tales are simply too unbelievable to be believed. Everyone was curious as to whether Sarah Spencer, now Lady Sarah McCorquodale, sister of Princess Diana, had an earlier relationship with King Charles. Amazingly, Lady Sarah, the oldest sister of Diana, who was born Elizabeth Sarah Lavinia Spencer in 1955, did date Charles before Diana. Sarah, sister of Princess Diana, and King Charles, who was the Prince of Wales at the time, had a brief romance back in 1977 when they were both in their 20s. Their brief relationship is thought to have come to an end after Sarah allegedly told 2 reporters about her royal affair. Number 1. She was committed to charity work. According to Time, Diana once had ties to over 100 charities, using her notoriety and royal status to promote issues like AIDS and HIV prevention and education, landmines, and homelessness. She even auctioned off a number of her famous gowns to raise more than $5 million for breast cancer and AIDS charities. So that's it for this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel.